Greetings, Saber fans. This is your old pal Megtooth Sith, and I have a KR Saber's flagship hilt, and it's got an etch that was done by, I believe, Pete Sandoval. And this hilt was installed with a Sotomayor chassis and also a Sotomayor dual brass tactile switch solution. This is your primary, the bottom one is your aux. This saber is also equipped with a stock lit connector, and it also is equipped with a dark side engineering custom blade plug, which you can see there. And right now it's in the battery meter mode, so it's pulsing blue, which means the battery is almost full. Man, these hilts are actually pretty awesome. The other thing about this KR Saber's flagship, it's also equipped with a 24 millimeters Saber Essentials 2-watt bass speaker by Adrian Tan. The leather wrap and all the etching was done by Sandoval. The only thing I did was the install. So let's show you the install really quick. To remove the hilt, you just unscrew the hilt here. And once the hilt is disengaged, you expose the Sotomayor chassis. There you see the Proffie board. And a clean install. You don't see any wires, man. There's still some glue that's all stringy there because it's a fresh install. There's your rotary kill key, and your access to your SD card and your USB ports right here. Of course, it's easy to just trim this with a knife so you can get this up so you can plug in your micro USB. And now this is programmed so you can actually access and change the SD card through the USB port. This saber was programmed with the latest version of the Proffie OS, which is 1.305, but it also is programmed with Matt McGreary's button upgrade. Now the thing is, Tony, when you put this saber back together, just because this kind of if this doesn't fit exactly in, it interferes with the pommel. So I always just take the pommel off the hilt and thread the hilt on first, like this. If you have the pommel on, sometimes the rear speaker section, will misalign, then and it doesn't want to thread. And then you take the pommel and you put the pommel over the speaker, and then you thread the pommel in. That's the only real pain in the butt part, is everything's a really tight fit on this chassis, and sometimes the chassis doesn't want to line up, and the narrow part of the chassis actually fits into this pommel. But this lightsaber is pretty awesome. 2.1 millimeter recharge port. It's got a Panasonic lithium-ion battery in here. It's a 10 amp cutoff, and like I said, it's got the stock Neopixel lit connector. Also, I want to show off the stock lit connector. This is your blade retention right here, this Allen screw. So you want to loosen that, and then boom, out pops your blade plug. And then inside the saber you have stock lit connector there. And I'm going to try to get to the button here and hit ignite. Hopefully that's playing out. Lock up. Blaster block. So it does have stock lit connector in there. Because of that, you don't need a Neopixel back blade plug. A normal blade plug works. And as I said, this is a brass cone with black tin shredder by Darkside Engineering. This is one of his premium blade plugs, and I think it looks awesome in there. So you can see there. I think that looks awesome. Greetings, Saber fans. Your old pal Megtooth Sith, and I got here for you a KR Saber's flagship with a etch by Pete Sandoval. And this is going to be the demonstration portion of the video. So let's knock some of these lights down shooting this video during daylight, so hopefully it, comes out good. First font, Vader by Sith. That's his Rogue One Vader. Clash, Lockup, Tip Drag, now I realize the blade is not fully illuminated. Again, a lot of Tony's saber blades are shorter than mine, so my demo blades are longer than his, but this is actually programmed for the length of his blade.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me.
This is K-Sys Broke Flex. Also, it has BB-8 force sounds.
The Cyber Project.
Alex Redmond's Cyber Project. Broke Flex, this one has a rain background music. Rain Blade. Rain still happens in the lockup. I'm going to have to increase the clash sensitivity a little bit. Yep.
Did you come back to say you forgive me? To save my soul?
Cross Guard by Sith. TLJ Duel is the background music. This is a brand new Fireblade by Thowry. It's got a spark tip on it. Of course, Sith font is awesome. Flashes go up the blade. So does Lockup, but it has the traditional blaster blocks from Frederick. There's Lockup again. And the cool part about this one is when you retract the saber, there it goes. It is Rogue One Vader again, but this Rogue One Vader has the Imperial March as the background music. That's the difference. Still Rogue One Vader. It's the same one. It's got Imperial March on it.
Luke Skywalker.
Then you have K-Sys ROTJ Luke with a green blade. Background on that is Jabba's palace.
Light.
The light. Background is Luke's thing. And it's an orange blade.
This is the weapon of a Jedi Knight.
This is Graflex 4 with my smoothswings, but it's also got R2-D2 as force sounds, and background music is Luke's theme. R2-D2 force sounds, lockup, blaster blocks. Next font is the balance. I believe this is my lightning blade. It is. Background music to that is Metallica Ride the Lightning. There's your lockup, blaster block. Not much room to swing in here. Next is balance. The background is Star Wars, purple blade. There's a little bit of shine through going on the KRS where the slots are underneath the fairing there. You can see it's pretty cool.
The Cyber Project.
Then this should be your rainbow blade with Cantina 2. And then your battery blade. That is all the blade styles on your KRS. The button operation on this Saber, which is Matt McGreary's button mods. The auxiliary, a quick press when it's in idle, changes to the next preset.
Prepare a boarding party.
Which this is KSIS Rogue One Vader. If you want to play a music track, a long press on the top button. This is, of course, the hallway scene. And then activation. A quick press of the top button. Blaster blocks. Quick presses of the bottom button. Lockup is an extended press of the bottom button. Or traditionally, you can clash the Saber while you're holding any button. Oops. Sorry, I'm in cramped quarters here. I clash the Saber while I'm holding the top button. When you let go of the top button, the lockup stops. If you want the tip drag, you point the Saber down, press and hold your auxiliary, and you'll only get tip drag. To get force sounds, double click the front button. That's actually playing force sounds. To retract the Saber, a long press of the main button. To get into the volume menu, a long press of the auxiliary button while the Saber is in idle. And you hear that beep. To make the volume go up, you press the top button till you hear that solid tone. To make the volume go down, you press the auxiliary button. And you can actually hear the volume going down. Once you hear that solid tone, the volume's all the way down. Long press of the auxiliary to get out of the menu. And then we can ignite and reduce volume. Retract. Back in the volume menu. Volume up. Once you hear that tone, volume's all the way up. Long press of auxiliary will get you out of the volume menu. And now I'm going to advance fonts.
I'm from the Resistance. Your sister Leia sent me. We need your help.
This is Broke Flex by Sith, but I've added BB-8 sounds as force sounds. Sometimes BB-8 triggers clashes, just the tone of his beeps. So I'm going to ignite the Saber. And then I'm going to This is basically an awesome Saber here for Tony Tseng. If you like my videos and you like my Sabers, please like and subscribe to my channel. Hit that like button and subscribe to my channel. I have more builds coming. Thank you everyone, and may the Force be with you, or the dark side as it were.